The night at Brea tar pits. On a warm summer night, a young couple named Emily and Brian decided to sneak into the Brea tar pits for a romantic adventure. The moonlit park had an eerie allure, and they thought it would be thrilling to explore the forbidden grounds after hours. Hand in hand, they tiptoed through the shadows, eventually finding a secluded spot near the bubbling tar pits. As Brian leaned in for a kiss, an odd noise abruptly echoed around them. The tar pits began to boil loudly, the thick black substance churning and frothing as if something was about to emerge. Suddenly, the ground beneath their feet began to rumble, sending tremors through the park. In an instant, a monstrous, hairless woolly mammoth burst forth from the tar pits, its burned and scarred flesh a horrifying testament to its torment. Its eyes, devoid of warmth or life, seemed possessed by something malevolent and ancient. Terrified, Emily and Brian scrambled to escape the relentless pursuit of the monstrous beast. The mammoth charged after them, its unearthly shrieks and thundering footsteps filling the night with dread. As they ran through the park, the mammoth's monstrous form crashed through the trees and smashed benches in its pursuit, its eyes locked on the terrified couple. Brian and Emily stumbled upon a construction site where the park was undergoing renovations. With no other options, they dashed between the towering stacks of wooden beams, hoping to outmaneuver the mammoth. The beast, however, refused to be deterred, its massive tusks tearing through the wood like paper. It seemed to predict their every move, driving them further into the maze of obstacles. In a heart-stopping moment, Emily tripped on a loose plank and fell, her ankle twisting painfully beneath her. As she struggled to stand, the mammoth closed in, its earth-shaking footsteps growing louder with each passing second. Just as the mammoth was about to trample her, Brian heroically tackled her out of harm's way, narrowly avoiding a gruesome fate. But the danger was far from over as they headed towards the exit. The couple found themselves trapped in a dense thicket of trees designed to feel like a forest, the mammoth's rage growing with each passing moment. They climbed the largest one, hoping to put some space between themselves and the furious creature. The mammoth, however, had other plans. It reared up on its hind legs and slammed its massive body into the tree, sending the trunk shuddering from the impact. Emily and Brian clung to the branches for dear life, their hearts pounding in their chests as the mammoth continued its relentless assault. With each thunderous impact, the tree began to splinter, threatening to collapse under the mammoth's fury. Knowing that they couldn't stay in the tree any longer, Emily and Brian stealthily climbed down the tree, wincing as the mammoth's terrible roars echoed through the night. Brian helped Emily along the way as they darted from tree to tree, desperately trying to put some distance between themselves and the relentless beast. Through a combination of luck and sheer determination, they managed to evade the mammoth and make their way to the edge of the park, which was marked by a 20-foot-tall barbed wire fence. With the mammoth closing in, Brian knew he had to act quickly to save Emily. With all his strength, he hoisted her up and over the fence, her fingers just barely grasping the top, using her jacket to help ease the sting of the barbs as she began to climb over and down to safety. As the mammoth bore down on Brian, he screamed for Emily to keep going, knowing that his sacrifice would ensure her survival. Her heart was breaking as she heard her boyfriend's desperate cries, and there was nothing she could do. With one final, gut-wrenching scream, Brian was silenced as the mammoth dragged him back into the park. Emily, devastated by her loss, could only watch in horror as the love of her life was swallowed by the darkness. The horrifying tale of the night at Brea tar pits would forever haunt Emily, a chilling reminder of the ancient evils that lay hidden beneath the earth. The memory of Brian's bravery and sacrifice would stay with her, a testament to the power of love in the face of unimaginable terror.